In this training tutorial, I'm going to demonstrate how to get the volume of a bone graft. Now, this is the first time that I'm making a video on the subject, so please leave your comments below and provide your feedback. We can see that we have a volume representing the graft in our 3D view and the total volume, including the relevant dimensions. We can see the outline of the graft in our 2D slices as well. If we activate the implant, we can see how the implant enters the sinus and interacts with the bone grafting material. We're going to start this training tutorial from the point of a completed treatment plan. At this point, we assume that everybody knows how to place an implant and treatment plan in BlueSkyPlan. If not, we have a lot of video tutorials on the subject at BlueSkyBio.University. Okay, so we can see the case is treatment planned. We're going to assume that it's treatment planned clinically correct and accurately, and we're going to calculate the volume in 3 easy steps. First thing we're going to do is we're going to run our completely automatic segmentation functionality. So for step number 1, we're going to switch over to Model Master, which is the module for importing, segmenting, and manipulating all sorts of our different surfaces. We're going to activate our segmentation panel. If it's not open on the right side of your screen, just go to the panel dropdown and choose segmentation. And now we're going to run our automatic jaw segmentation. We're going to confirm the checkboxes for maxilla and mandible are selected, as we will segment both of them, and airways. For our case, we're focusing on the maxilla, but we'll segment the mandible anyway. We're going to single click on Start Automatic Segmentation, and the software is going to run the automatic segmentation of each individual tooth, the relevant jaws, the relevant nerves, existing implants, and the airways. This does take 1 to 3 minutes, depending on the speed of your computer, and we are going through each element of CT scan and completely automatically segmenting it and turning it into surfaces. So I'll pause the video until this is done. And now if we switch over to our surfaces list, we can see we have a long list of different surfaces. We segmented each tooth, each jaw, each nerve, each existing implant, so all of them are showing up here as an individual surface. Okay, we have here buttons to hide all the maxilla CT teeth, and once we click it, it turns to show. So these are quick buttons to show and hide all the teeth for a particular jaw. And if you want to toggle on and off all the surfaces at once, just click the word visible on top of the column, and you can see it shows and hides all the surfaces. Okay, so we're going to turn off our CT scan. And the first thing that we did, again, with step number 1, was just to run our automatic segmentation. Let's take a look at our surfaces here. So we have our upper jaw scan. I'm just going to make that a little bit transparent. So actually that will just hide completely. And what I meant to do is here our maxilla model, we'll make that a bit transparent so we can see through it. And our airways model, we'll make that also a bit transparent so we can see through that as well. Okay. Step number 2, we're going to switch over to our model edit panel. And if that's not visible, then once again, go to the drop down for the panels and choose model edit. And now we're going to click show plane. So we have a plane that's visible on screen, enlarging the 3D view by clicking the button on the top left here. And we can see different controls that we have. So first of all, this orange arrow is going to indicate which half of what we're slicing with our plane are we going to keep. So right now it's indicating that we're going to be keeping the upper half or the upper part. And now I'm going to click it again, it's pointing down, so it's going to keep the lower part. Let's go ahead and rotate our scene. Okay, so we could see our airway segmentation, we could see our implant, and we could use the widgets on screen to just rotate our plane. So let's say I want to do my first plane cut like this. So I have show plane visible, confirm that the correct model is selected, so airways model is correct, and now cut by plane. So we can see it's removed everything above the plane. Now if we want to cut again, we could just rotate with the widget on screen and click again, cut by plane. Here we go. Let's say this is going to be our bone graft. We can turn off show plane, and in our surfaces panel, you can see we have still different components of the airways visible because everything below the plane cuts that we did is still visible. So I'll click isolate and then left click once on the particular part of the airway that we want to keep. So that was step 2. We used the plane and our isolate tool to identify the area for the bone graft. And step number 3 is to see the relevant volume and dimensions. So as I mentioned earlier, I'll turn off all of our surfaces by clicking once on the word visible above the column, and then I'll just activate the airways model surface so we have that visible. I'll also, for now, I'll hide our implant by clicking the implant visibility button, and I will hide the nerves by clicking the nerve visibility button. And now we have our airway segmented, which indicates our bone graft visible on screen, and I'll click show all dimensions. We could see here that we have the total volume and we have the relevant dimensions. Show all dimensions will literally show all the dimensions for everything visible on screen. So if I make everything visible, you could see that we have tons of information and data here. So it's important when you're showing the dimensions to just isolate the surface that you want to see on screen and then show the dimensions for that. Once you've completed and you've seen the relevant information, click hide all dimensions. So as a quick summary, what we did, we started with our implant placed, our treatment plan created, and then we did 3 quick easy steps. One is using the segmentation panel. We ran automatic segmentation. In our case, we could have just ran the segmentation on the maxilla. The mandible wasn't relevant, but we ran it anyway. That was step 1. Step 2, we switched over to model edit. We used the plane cut feature in order to cut the airway to identify the relevant surface representing the bone graft. Once we did the relevant cuts and we used the isolate button in the surfaces panel, all we had left to do was step number 3, which was to show all dimensions. We hid the surfaces that weren't relevant, and then we used the show all dimensions button to show the volume and dimensions of the area representing the bone graft. So please comment below, let me know what you think, and please, when you're planning your clinical cases, record the video and share it or send it to me and I'll help share it so other dentists can learn from your cases as well. Thank you.